So, Pixscape Games is throwing down the gauntlet with a really cool event for their game Hive Invasion. It's called Break the Hive, and it's a super short, super intense playtest where you can actually win a valuable Genesis Pass NFT. But the way you can win is what makes this whole thing so awesome. And really, it all comes down to this one question. Are you a master player or are you a master breaker? See, this event is built to reward both kinds of people, but in totally different ways. And that's the whole idea right there. Pixscape has set up two completely separate paths to victory. You can win by just being an absolute beast at playing the game, or you can win by being the cleverest person at breaking it. And you gotta understand, this is not your average game session. This is a special, limited-time playtest where the prize on the line is a Pixscape Genesis Pass NFT. And if you know the scene, you know that's a seriously sought-after prize. Okay, so before we get into the nitty-gritty of how you can win, let's do a quick flyby of what Hive Invasion is even all about. So your number one enemy is the Hive. And I love this description. It's an adaptive swarm that mutates with every news cycle. Now, that is the key. It means the game you play today won't be the same game you play tomorrow. The enemy literally learns and evolves. So you can't just rely on the same old tricks. You have to adapt, or you're toast. And you're an Echo 9 operative, a straight-up cybernetic soldier staring down wave after wave of these things. The game itself is a top-down roguelite shooter, which is just code for fast-paced, high-octane action with tons of upgrades. And, maybe the best part, it's totally free to play and it runs right in your web browser. There is literally nothing stopping you from jumping in. Okay, now for the part you've been waiting for. How? How exactly do you snag one of those awesome Genesis passes? Yup, that's it, just 4. That's the total number of passes up for grabs in this entire event. Scarcity is the name of the game here. So, those 4 passes are split right down the middle between 2 totally different kinds of players. 2 of them are going to the Leaderboard champions. These are the players with the top 2 highest kill counts. We're talking pure, raw combat skill. The other 2, though, they go to the system breakers. These are for the first 2 people to find and report a legitimate game exploit. This path is all about technical skill and a completely different kind of thinking. So what does it mean to be a system breaker? Well, you're basically a bug hunter. You're looking for real, reproducible flaws in the code, things like messing with the leaderboard or finding data exploits. You know, it's actually a genius move by Pixscape. They're not just hosting a competition, they're crowdsourcing a massive bug squashing session from their most dedicated fans. If you can find a real bug, a Genesis Pass could have your name on it. Now, on top of the competition, this playtest is also rolling out some major upgrades to the game, starting with a brand new command hub. And get a load of this. The last time they did a playtest, over 133,000 players showed up. That's insane. All that feedback they got has now been funneled into building a completely new lobby system, which is basically your mission control between rounds. This new lobby makes everything so much easier. You can get your loadouts ready, check where you stand on the live leaderboards, and, this is cool, you can claim the skills you've earned, which means you're actually minting them on the blockchain. And of course, when you're ready to go, you just hit the play portal. It's the one-stop shop for everything. All right, you know the game, you know the prizes, and you know the rules. Let's lock in the final details you need to get started on your mission. Okay, and this is maybe the most important part, the timeline. The event is already happening, but it's a flash event. It only lasts for 3 days, and it all wraps up on November 12th at 1 p.m. UTC. That is a tiny window of opportunity, so you absolutely have to move fast. And here it is, your final mission briefing. It costs nothing to play. You can do it right in your web browser on the official site. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to either get the highest kill count or find a verifiable bug. And for all you aspiring system breakers out there, remember, you have to submit those bug reports through a ticket on the official Pixscape Discord. That's the only way. So there you have it. You've got all the intel. Are you gonna light up the leaderboards with pure skill and firepower? Or are you gonna get your hands dirty, peek behind the curtain, and find that one critical flaw in the code? The Hive is online and waiting. Which path are you gonna choose?